Hello, and welcome to today's solo episode, where I invite you to take a moment to reflect on a milestone that many of us go through as parents, and that is when our children start school. This is a short but powerful episode to give space to the mixed emotions that come with this transition, and not just for our children, but for us as well as mothers. If you've been through this experience, you'll likely know what I'm talking about. It's an emotional ride for the following 13 years of school life. I've been there, and as I'm now at the other side, in which my boys have completed their schooling years, I'm sharing my reflections. So, first, there's the undeniable sense of pride. It's a major developmental milestone. Our child is growing up. They're ready to face this new stage. There could even be a sense of relief. You've watched them develop, you've seen how ready they are, and sometimes how ready you are due to the bored frustration that comes with the lead up to starting school. And now they are here, stepping into that next chapter of their life. But, and here is where it gets a little tricky, there's also something else. Maybe it could quite possibly feel like a tangible form of separation. And you know what? It kind of is. They're going off into a world where you don't always have front row seats anymore. It's a milestone not just for them, but for you too as the parent. And yet, when we have these conversations about our children starting big school, it often feels like the focus is entirely on them, doesn't it? You know the questions. How's your child settling in? Did they make a friend? Are they enjoying the new routine? Were there any tears? And by the way, when we say tears, we know people are often referring to tears from the child. We tend to forget, though, that we, as mothers, may be navigating a whole set of emotions as well. The spotlight often stays on the child's experience while we're quietly processing our own in the background. So here's the thing. When your child starts school, you're going through a transition of your own. It's called matrescence. Yes, it's just like adolescence, but for mothers. You too are changing, evolving, and stepping into a new stage in your own life. And this can feel unsettling for a while. Matrescence refers to the process of becoming a mother, and it's not just something that happens in those early years. It's ongoing and it can be more complex than adolescence. Think of it as a journey of identity shifts. The new role of the mother constantly redefining itself, especially during big milestones like when your child starts school. So, as your child moves into the school system, you might find yourself reevaluating who you are outside of being a parent. You're navigating this space between feeling proud of their independence and at the same time yearning for more connection. And if you're accustomed to spending time with your children during the daytime, you'll likely miss those special little daily moments. It may feel like a loss. It's a process that can stir up all kinds of emotions from joy to grief, from empowerment to vulnerability. For many mothers, matrescence feels like you're constantly evolving. When your child starts school, you're facing a shift not just in your child's life, but in your own. You're learning to let go a little bit, but you're also figuring out who you are now that you have more space for yourself. So, what about you? How was your first day of school in a way? Did you feel nervous, excited, maybe even a bit scared? Did you also feel a sense of loss, grief? Maybe you found yourself holding back tears, or maybe you just let them flow. Matrescence is not just about the big moments like pregnancy or birth. It's also about these quieter, often unnoticed moments, like the first day of school, when the dynamics of your relationship with your child shift and you're faced with the reality that they're growing up and becoming more independent. It's easy to overlook the mother's experience in these moments. We're so busy focusing on our child's emotions, on their needs, on their experiences, that we often forget we're on this journey with them. Our role is evolving right alongside theirs. Matrescence is a time for constant self discovery, of learning who we are in relation to the people we love the most. And it's also a time when we're confronted with the fact that we're not the same person we were before motherhood, and we're not going to be the same person after. Every stage, like our child starting school, marks a new layer of transformation. So today, I just want to take a moment to acknowledge that. If you're a mother feeling the weight of this transition, you're not alone. It's okay to feel the pride, the relief, but also the sadness and grief and every other feeling that comes in between. Those feelings are valid and all part of this beautiful yet challenging journey of motherhood. Let's remember that as much as this day is about our children, it's also about us. We're both learning, growing, and shifting together. The process of matrescence continues with every milestone, every new chapter, and every transition our children make. So, thank you for tuning into today's episode. I hope it's been helpful. If you've enjoyed this reflection, I'd love to hear what your thoughts are. How did you feel when your child started school? Please feel free to reach out to me on social media on my Instagram page, Motherhood with Keturah. Until next time, take care. I appreciate you tuning into today's episode. It truly means a lot. My intention in creating this podcast is to provide real and honest conversations amongst mothers and to be part of the change in the way we value the care work of mothers. My vision is that all mothers feel seen in her experiences, heard in her feelings, and supported along the way. And now I need something back from you. I'd be so grateful if you could like, share, review, and subscribe to the Postpartum is Forever podcast. It will greatly help in getting these conversations into the ears and hearts of the mothers that need it most. And if you are not already following me on my socials, you can find me at Instagram at Motherhood with Keturah and my newer page, Postpartum is Forever podcast. Until next time.